A number of you have been with me before on shows, and you've heard me chat about Disney coins and things of that nature, and I am a very proud Disney dork. I enjoy it. When the kids were little, I enjoyed going there. Everybody's smiling all the time. It's just a good vibe. Unfortunately, now you got to mortgage your house to get down there and have as much fun, but that's another story, right? You also might remember when you made your visits, maybe with your kids or your grandkids over the last 20 or 30 years, that when you were down there, they had their own currency. It was called Disney dollars. And that ended about a decade ago because of the use of plastic, and it was so much easier because you didn't know how much money you were spending. Novel concept. Well, that area of those beautiful colorized notes they made is one of the hottest segments of the currency market today. One of our good friends brought us a few notes, and I'm in love with them. I hope you will as well. Look at these. Now, we're working tonight with the $1 bill, which is the Mickey Mouse notes. And the unique thing about it is each year they are labeled as from what year they were issued, right, or printed. No different than U.S. currency or U.S. coins. So tonight we're concentrating on two very special notes because they come from both of the resorts in the United States, Disneyland and Disney World, right? So in the year 2003, which is the note you're looking at right now, you have Disney World, and then you have Disneyland on the others. Now, they're nicknamed the Millenium note because the other one is the year 2000. The reverses are different, which kind of gives them also collector flavor. I love them for one reason. As I referenced, they made them from 1987 to 2014. PCGS, NGC, they have been certifying currency or certifying paper now for years, over a decade. And in the last decades, 10 years, this is all they came up with. This is all they came up with. The Millenium note, which is the one we just turned over, which has Epcot on the reverse. There's only 1,047 of them known in 65 or higher grade. And the grading system works to 70, just like the coin system. The other note, the Disneyland note, the one on top, the one we're looking at right there. There are only 56 notes that made it as high as 65. Now, the reason why is very simply this. We all folded them or brought them home and they got wrinkled a little bit, but finding a pristine example from over 20 years ago is where the market changes. So we've been spending a lot of time and effort looking into the background of what's going on with this particular series, and everybody we talk about is asking, do we have notes that we want to sell? Because it seems to be on the rise. Here are a couple of things. Look at our prices. We're at $69.95 as a your choice opportunity, whether it's Disneyland or the Millenium, which is Disney World, right? The competition on 65 notes, apples to apples, the same exact notes, $155. These are special. Now, one of the other things I like about these notes is, as we're scrolling through here, who signed these notes? Scrooge McDuck, right? The treasurer. And again, you might remember him from a number of the cartoons, etc., but he's always the guy with the bucket of gold with coins popping out of it, etc. Disney did a phenomenal job with how they put this together just as a keepsake from years ago. But again, the series includes $1 bills, $5 bills, $10 bills, $20 bills, if you might remember. They're all cataloged by year and by denomination, and each year is a slightly different design. The most popular of all of them are, well, obviously, unless you have a special movie like the Pirates movies, where they had a couple of very special pirate pieces of currency, or Pluto or others, but obviously, if it's Disneyland, Disney World, who's the most popular character and who is on the number? I mean, George Washington is on our $1 bill for a reason, right? Mickey Mouse is on their $1 bill for a reason. The obverses are alike other than the dates, but the reverse is different, and that's part of where the pattern changes on the $1 series throughout the series. Love this, love this, love this. And again, not $155. Tonight, we are at just $69.95. It's just some special, special stuff. Currency. If we're lucky to have a currency, a U.S. currency note, every 2 or 3 shows, we're thrilled. Because that market's almost impossible to find great value yet in the marketplace. Well, this one is on fire right now. It's starting to gain more and more momentum. And we use a barometer of if we have people calling us on a regular basis that are dealers across the country because they know what we do, wanting to know how many notes we have and what do we want for them, it kind of tells you that the rest of the market's taking off, which is why the comparisons we're talking about are there. They're at $155 for the exact notes you're seeing here on your screen. So tonight, we thought we'd bring out the package, the obverse. Obviously, it's the $1 bill, so it's Mickey Mouse. But the reverse is tied to not only the year it was issued, but also where it was issued. We have one from Disneyland, one from Disney World. Beautiful issues. As referenced, only 1,047 of the bottom note, which is the Millenium note. Let's think about it. If a Silver Eagle only had 1,047 known in high grade, what would happen, right? The other one, stunning number, only 56. Guys, we're almost sold out. We got to be moving on.